Um, do whatever I can to reduce the render distance, or to to increase frames per second. That's the word. Okay, so I made something cool. This is a binary clock. It will tell time uh, from 0 to 24 hours. It's been running for 24 hours, or 24 in-game hours, which is just 20 minutes. It's been running for 20 minutes, and it's still in sync with this. 0 o'clock is still midnight. As you can see, I've got my paintings here just to make it look pretty. I don't use texture packs, but I replaced the paintings. But you can't tell which ones. Okay. Since it's not a very interesting time right now, I'll show you. I have it very spread out because I was just experimenting with this. It could definitely be compressed, but I just did this for fun because, I mean, there's already a clock. There's not much use for a binary clock in the game. So it started with this. I waited till midnight on this, and I hit it right then. And so these delayers, repeaters, that's the word, keep the current. They have the current move in a circle, and each loop is 10 seconds. And then once it gets to the end of the loop, it goes back to the beginning and splits out to here. And this, I used some bizarre piston thing that I thought up for counting. Like right after I made this, I found a better way to do it, so I just didn't want to fix it. So current goes through. It goes through and to a piston at the same time. So it can't go through grass. So at first it just fails to go through and ends up going through to the piston, gets delayed, and then pushes it over. And the next time it can go through. And then it's the same thing over and over again. So it's counting to 5. So each loop is 10 seconds. 10 seconds. This activates after the first 10 seconds. Then it goes to here. And this activates at 20 seconds. Activates at 30 seconds. Activates at 40 seconds. And it goes through at 50 seconds. And since a Minecraft day and night is 20 minutes, I divided that by 24. And so a Minecraft hour is 50 seconds. So now these are all lined up, and so we're about to hit the 50-second mark once it finishes that loop. You'll see it shoot right through, and then it'll go through this, reset all of these, and it'll make it to the hour thing I set up. So the first time it gets here, it'll hit a block that's here and go through and activate this piston, which will push it over. And then the next time, it'll go through this one, which was pushed over here, and then push it back. So in binary, this is the ones place. It changes every time. So right now it's in the 1 position, and this is detecting that it's in the 1 and goes to the display room over there. And also right now it went through that, and then got to that one, got to the 2's place, pushed that one over, and reset the 1's right after it got through. So right now this is the binary the piston equivalent of the binary 0, 1. And this is another 1, this is a 0, and that's 0. So every time it gets to one of these, If it's to the right, then it can't go through because redstone can't go through glass. But it can, but sand, any block you can't see through can carry a charge. So the first time it gets here, it hits glass, so it can't go through, but it hits a solid block here, so it can go through here and activate the piston. The second time it gets here, it can go through, so it does that, and it also split over here, and it can go through this. So it goes through this, and pushes it back. And then when it goes through there, it's the exact same thing. First it finds it over here, goes through, pushes the piston, and then next time it goes through one, it'll go through this. And it's just that over and over again. 1s, 2s, 4s, 8s, and 16 over there. So if it just changed. So if I go in there, it'll be 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Zero, 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 1, 0, or 8 o'clock. Since I started the 10-second loop directly at midnight, or at least I assume it was directly at midnight because you can't exactly tell time. I just waited till the pixels at the bottom of the clock were flat. So I was assuming that the second I started it was midnight, and the first time I got here was midnight and 10 seconds. And so then each of these repeaters has a delay. So the current, 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4, 5, this, I scrapped, 4, wait, no, that was 5 so far, 9, 13, 17, 19, 20, 21, 20, or no, 21, and then there's 22 under there, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I must have missed some along the way. Well, 33 ticks, 10 ticks is about a second, depending on how fast your computer is. If your computer is lagging, a tick will be slower. So I don't think this would work in an SMP server. Well, also, why the hell would you make this in an SMP server? I mean, it's not exactly the easiest thing to defend. So, what else? So this counts to 10, and every time it does that, this counts to 5. So 5 times 10, 50 seconds. And every time this reaches 50 seconds, this adds 1. And then once, but if I had it continue going until it was all full, then it would be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, that's 3, 7, 15, that's 31. There's not 31 hours in a day. So I have some wiring here. When these are the wires that go to the display room. So when 8 is on, which it is right now, so when 8 is on, which it is, and when 16 is on, in other words, 8 plus 16 is 24, and there's 24 hours in a day. So when they're both on, then it activates this AND gate, which resets the hour pistons. And so, like 3 seconds after it hits 24, it corrects itself and goes back to 0. But no seconds are lost. It's just the display that's delayed. So if I go in there, it should be shortly after 12. 1, 4, and 8. 1 o'clock. 13 o'clock. Whatever.